Hi guys, welcome to another week of the vlog here at Chateau, at the Chatelaine at Chateau Malevro. This week I'm going to share with you when Michael and Jill arrived at Limoges Airport, and we're going to have our Q&A afterwards. First of all, I just want to thank everybody for subscribing, and the people that bought me a coffee, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And things are going lovely. I'm having a bit of a break with Michael and Jill, and we're going around places and visiting people, and it's just absolutely great fun. And please enjoy the vlog after this, and I'll catch up with you with the questions and answers. So catch you at the end. Bye. And here is my darling Jill. Hello, King of the Drovers.
African Queen.
How are you today?
How are you?
Are you glad to be here?
Oh yes.
It was a short trip, wasn't it?
What a crazy country to live. You all driving the wrong side of the road.
Anyway, let's go and get them. We've just arrived. We came to go on fish, and the first thing Jill does is go and shop for lovely stuff. What is it that you want, Jill?
The in-laws have that one.
Do they?
Lovely, isn't it? You just go round, it's this one.
Yeah.
Lovely. Oh, the cheeses, they're wonderful. Everything.
I told you.
I know, I love France, you see. Haven't been for ages, and the supermarkets are wonderful. The Spanish ones are good.
Yeah.
But Spain,
They're just as good here. Do you want these eggs, or do you want farm eggs where they don't wash them?
Farm eggs.
Okay.
About
How many? Do you want 12?
2 dozen. And a scrambled egg has at least 2 eggs.
So 24 eggs.
24. Well, that's how long will that last?
Don't know. We've got 5 days. Look at this. They just, the first thing they do, they got here, they came to look at the supermarket.
Sure is going to be enough, isn't it?
Yeah. So what are we having? No. No. Shrimp. Should we be having some shrimps?
With
Garlic. I got lemon.
I make,
Oh, you've got lemon. Good.
Yeah.
I make steak tartare to die for as well.
You can have steak tartare. I'll just miss that one. I don't like raw meat.
Dry time.
A train with the car.
We're just having tea and Paris. What's this cake called?
Tarte Tropézienne. As in Saint-Tropez, Tropézienne.
Well, there you go, guys. We bought some while Jill was shopping in her favorite food store, and we're busy having tea and cake together.
Lovely. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
To this wonderful chateau and the rooms that are ready and prepared.
It's a beautiful chateau.
And the land. I mean,
and
just
you
look
know,
at these trees. It's wonderful.
and this
Thank you.
afternoon, when we arrived, we had a gâteau in the chateau.
Yes.
As promised.
As promised.
And it was a tarte tropézienne.
Yeah. Here we've got Michael cutting the lawn along the slopes. And I'm going to get the lawn ride-on mower started, and then we'll cut all this lawn around here now again for the summer. So I'm off to go and get it out of the garage and set up so that we can cut the lawn. So yeah. Well, I showed Michael how to use the ride-on mower, and I started filming him doing what he was doing, and he did quite a good job of what happened. So I'm going to give you a short view of everything that he has done cutting this lawn for the afternoon. We spent the whole afternoon doing this, and you can enjoy the naked gardener. Just been for dinner at Chateau. She made a Moroccan evening, and I couldn't resist taking this picture of the view in front of her chateau. Absolutely lovely with the sun setting. I love it. Had a great evening here. I've just set the table out for us for breakfast. Michael's busy making scrambled egg, and we'll have orange juice and croissants for the day. And we're sitting outside, and it just looks so lovely with the garden and the birds singing and the sun shining. You couldn't ask for anything more perfect. Yeah. Well, guys, I've had quite a few questions sent to me. This is Jill. Hi. This is Michael. And let's get on with the questions and the answers that people, and I was really quite surprised with everybody answering these questions. So the first one came from Cheryl McNair, 5594. Where will the gates go in the Chateau grounds? I'm thinking of putting them by the entrance or behind where the fountain is, where they belonged, because that was the entrance to the chateau in the old days until they sold the farm, and then there was a wall built across there. So I'm still in two minds, but I haven't got to the gates yet, but they're either going there or we're going to build pillars at the entrance of our coming onto the estate. So yes, Cheryl, that's what we're going to be doing, and I hope everybody understands what I mean. So where the long driveway is and the post box, we'll have it over there. Right, the next question. This comes from Maison Journals 6007. Hi girls. Hi Vicky. Did you look at many chateaux? Was it difficult to make a decision? Great update. That's what she said. Kiss, kiss. I did look at a few. I've been looking over the period of 10 years. In the interim, I was trying to make money to make sure that I have enough to buy a chateau. I looked at it online. I looked on Rightmove. I looked on Legettes and all these websites. I registered on them and I saw properties, and ones I liked, I shortlisted them. I flew across and looked at a few, but they were not up to what I was wanting. They weren't symmetrical, and they were, for me, it was too over the top, some of the chateau. I preferred something that was more discreet and symmetrical. And hence I bought Chateau Malevro, and it really worked out for me because you can come into the entrance hall. You've got your dining room to the right, and to the left you've got the library, and then you've got the sitting room where we are sitting in now, in the sitting room that's not renovated yet, but we wanted to sit here because we could all fit on the couch because it was big enough to fit us on the couch. And then upstairs, everything was very symmetrical as well. And it took me a long time to look for a chateau until I found this one. And the minute I drove up to the driveway, I knew this was the house, the chateau that I wanted. And I purchased it. Where is the chateau? This is from IP987. Where is the chateau? What is the area like? And do you intend running the chateau as a chambre d'hôte? Meaning chambre d'hôte in English is a B&B. The chateau is about 15 minutes out of Limoges. It's in a little hamlet between two towns, and it's absolutely beautiful here. What do you think, Jill? This is the first time you've come, you and Michael.
It's absolutely beautiful being here. The scenery is wonderful. There's this quietness in the air and a certain light as well, which is, you know, nice in the summer, fresh and really good to be in. And we've had super weather once we've been here, and we've been eating out most days, which is lovely.
And you, Michael?
To me, it's a countryside, looks finished. It's enough trees, enough fields, enough houses, enough roads. It's finished. It doesn't need anything adding to it. It's perfect. Perfect.
Thank you for that. Okay. Am I going to run it as a chambre d'hôte? My plan is to do that, and I'm busy with the bedrooms at the moment. I've got one room finished. I've got 2 more to do, and the bathrooms. I've had the plumber come out to give me a quote, which I've accepted, and he will start in August to do the bathrooms and plaster the walls of the one room at the present moment. The very, very big room, I will decide when we can get that done. But once I've got that done, and that's what I'm going to be doing, and starting a bed and breakfast, chambre d'hôte as they call it here in France. Right, the next question, and this is from Paula Coril. This is rather a personal question, Paula. I'll answer it as best as I possibly can due to security reasons. May I ask if you have a family, children, brothers, etc.? Are you single, widow? Okay, I'm going to answer that question to you. I have a partner, and I'm happy. He doesn't want to be on camera at all. He's camera shy, and he does come around, and we spend quite some time together. I have 2 daughters. They are both married, and I've got 3 grandchildren. My family, my parents have passed away, and my brother and sister live in Austria, in the Lake Constance, and that's who I am. And I hope that answers your question, Paula. So yeah, and thank you for that question. I'm rather shy talking about my relationships. You guys know I'm a very private person. Right, the next question. This is from One Moonbeam 3590. I'm curious about the property border dimensions. How much land was included with the chateau? Right, I have got 2 hectares of land attached to the chateau. It's most of it, I have the gardens from the front and the back, and the rest I have let it go wild, because I like that. Coming from Africa, I like the essence of the wildness of the gardens and everything. I'm not going to cultivate it. I'm going to leave it, maybe just mow some lanes in the grass, so that when guests come and visit, that they can walk around there and enjoy the woodlands. I'm busy trying to clean out some of the woodlands, and then there'll be a place to sit and just enjoy. I am not going to be farming anything at the moment. I'm not interested at the moment. I've got too much work to do in the chateau. So you know that. What have you been saying about it, Michael?
Far more work than I'd like to do.
Yes, but
when I say work, I mean money.
Yeah, well, yeah, he says that, but he's got a huge house in Wales as well, and he knows what it's like. Yeah. Well, what do you think, Jill?
Well, I think it's really lovely here, and I think it's really lovely here, but Sharella's taken on something she's really enjoying doing, but it will take her quite a time.
Yeah, I love it actually. Yeah, I love doing what I'm doing, and it gives me such great pleasure pottering around. And you've been a great help as well, Matt.
Yeah, the little guy who mows the lawn, yeah.
They've seen it now, before their questions and answers. Right. Now, this is from Lucy Orbin. Everything is looking wonderful. What advice would you give to those foreigners who want to move to France? And the next question was, what do you wish you had known before moving here, moving there? What is the weather like in the region you choose? Okay, Lucy, I'm going to answer the first question. What advice would I give to those foreigners who want to move to France? I'm going to be honest with you. France is absolutely an easy way of life. They are very strict with rules and regulations with regards to coming here. Because I'm a British citizen, and for me it was easier to come here. I had to fill in all my forms, apply for my visa. I have got my retirement visa, and every year I've just got to change it before it expires. Two or 3 months before, you just got to change it. It's about 250 euros you pay until I think it's after the 5th one, then you get 10 years. So for me, it's quite easy.
Also, you speak very good French.
Oh, thank you very much.
Which is a great help.
Yeah, it's a great help when people don't understand. Yes, I've learned quickly. I had to learn with the artisans here. I had to learn to speak French very, very quickly. And Google Translate helped me get quickly there. Okay, what was the next question? What do you wish you had known before moving here? I wish that they had marmalade from England that I absolutely adore. I miss that. And Bovril, I miss that.
Or Marmite.
And Marmite, I like both. Bovril and Marmite, I miss that. And I miss Jill and Michael terribly. I wish I could bring them with. And that's the best part of it.
She's trying to convert us really to come here to live.
I think you might.
You might, yes.
Yeah.
We've always loved France.
We're going to be radicalised.
And I'm making it as lovely as possible for them. And yeah, I think you will. I think you'll find some place here that you like. And you'll make lots of friends.
Yeah. Think so?
Yeah, absolutely.
Even though I'm a grumpy old git.
I know you're a grumpy old git, but I adore you and love you. Right, what was the next question? If you want to move to France, what do you wish you had known before moving there? What is the weather like in the region you choose? Wow. Okay, the winters are very cold in this area. So we have the 4 seasons in the Limoges area. And it's been raining since October, but this is unprecedented, the weather that has been this year. But last year when I got here, by June, the beginning of June, it was already very, very hot. And we've gone up to temperatures of 35 here this last week and so. And it's been absolutely beautiful sunshine. We've just been living outdoors and sitting outdoors and just enjoying ourselves around here. So the temperatures in the winter are cold. The spring is a bit cold, but and it starts rising slowly, the temperatures. But when it comes to June, we kick into summer and it goes up from about 23 right up to 35. So it fluctuates between there. And it's lovely because you've got lots of rain, and you've got warmth and sunshine, and it's just so easy to live in that situation. I mean, me coming from Africa, I'm used to it. But when we live in Wales, and you live in Wales as well, Jill has a chambre d'hôte, a B&B, which is called the Drovers in Llandovery, and she runs that.
With Michael?
With Michael, the two of them run it together. But I'm telling them now it's time they came and retired because they work very, very hard. And right, so that's what the temperatures are like around here. The next question is from DJ Ruscott DM 921 from South Africa. What is the next renovation process after the last room and then bathrooms? The next room that I want to do is the big kitchen. That is my next plan once we've done up the first floor finished with all the bathrooms in. my plan is to get that. I have all the furniture for it. I have the color scheme already sorted out. In one of the vlogs, I've put it in. I'll see if I can link it up. And if you just go through the vlog, you'll see what we were going to do to the kitchen. And so that was my plan with the kitchen, is what we want to really do, because I really need that kitchen. It's easier for us to sit outside on the terrace gravel here and then go into the kitchen with the doors open and everything. Because we've got the back kitchen, but nothing's been done to that, because we've got to first do the bathroom pipe work, and then we can plasterboard it in and get the back kitchen sorted out. And that will be more when you know, wash the pots and everything. But then we'll have the nice kitchen with a big table in it that we can take outside and put under the tree as well if there's many people here. And we can cook. Jill is a brilliant cook, and we can cook and make lovely food over here. It's better than going to the restaurants. So I hope that answers your question, DJ Roscarp DM 921. Right, and the next question. 2 questions really. Why did you choose the particular area, and how come you speak French fluently? Okay, I chose this area because of the chateau. I looked around. I didn't want to go up north, and I didn't want to go down far south, because it's too hot and it's too cold up north in the winters, and I don't like cold winters, being from Africa. I wanted something in the middle, and this is why I tend to look. I was looking around Poitiers, Argent and Limoges areas. That area I was focusing on. And then this chateau was found, and I fell in love with it. And this is why I'm here. And I'm so happy I've moved here. I've made the right choice. I think so.
I'm sure you have.
Yeah, yeah. The second question is, how come I speak French fluently? When I was a young and beautiful woman, I studied French in France, in Paris. I've got a lot of friends in Paris, and but then I left Paris when I was 21. Just before I turned 21, I was here from the 18 to 21, and I left to Africa. I first went to London, and then I left to Africa. And then 20 years ago, I came back to London, and my heart was wanting to come back to France, because I knew the weather would be better. I knew the food quality would be better here. And I just knew life is easier here. People love to live here. And, you know, you're not working yourself to a standstill, having to pay bills all the time. You're working for the love of having good food and having a peaceful life. And that's what I needed. And this is the reason why I can speak French, and I forgot a lot of it when I moved here, but I had to learn very quickly, and it's coming slowly. Everything's coming back for me at the moment. Right. Thank you, Annette Sharrock, for that question. Right, the next question. How much did you pay, and how much have you spent so far? In brackets, she said, less the bozo plumber. And what do you expect the total reno will be? This is from KFX 216. Right, how much did I pay? In total, I paid 222,000 euros for this chateau. And I have spent to date 170,000. Of that has been spent to get it to a situation where it is now. If you saw my previous vlog 2 weeks ago, you can go and have a look at that, and we can look at and you can see what I've done. And when I moved in, from the beginning, when I moved in, you go to the other vlogs and have a look right at the beginning when I moved in. This house was an estate. I had to do all the septic tanks, all the electrics. I had to move all the, the asbestos that was in the house. I had to repair the roof, and windows that were broken had to be replaced, some of them. And we had to do all the decorating. This house was empty for 15 years, but prior to that, the previous owner, he was renovating this house. He started the renovation, but the previous owner that had this was a young lady, a lady that bought it, but she did nothing to it but scroll on the walls. And she only had it for 9 months and sold it. And then the previous owners to her lived here, and I don't think they've ever cleaned this place in 50 years. So I've had to clean about 70 years, 80 years of dirt. The walls, the doors, the floors were just sticky with dirt, but I'm nearly there. Everything's coming clean and spotless now. And I'm enjoying doing it. And I love sharing it with you guys as well. And now that Jill's seen it, they didn't believe. What did you think when I left and said I was moving to a chateau?
Barking mad.
Say that loud.
Barking mad. He thought I was barking mad. When I showed them the photos of the chateau, Michael says to me, "Are you sure you want to move to a chateau?"
Wow. It was some undertaking.
Yeah, but
and there's a lot being done.
And a lot being done.
Amazing amount has been done.
Yeah.
But there's still the second floor is still untouched.
Oh yes, the second floor
which
is
will
totally
be
untouched.
Eventually, no doubt. Eventually.
Yeah, eventually. I'm not in a hurry.
No,
so,
eventually.
And I'm happy here. And if it takes me 5 years to do this chateau finished, or 6 years or 10 years, whatever, I'm quite happy. The nice thing is that it keeps me active, it keeps me fit, and it gets my imagination going. I've got a big project that I'm working on, and this is what I enjoy doing. Having flown all my life as a pilot and living in a man's world, this has given me the opportunity to become a woman again and enjoy girly things again, and decorating the house like I wanted it to be. I have decorated many properties, even in the UK, but this is one of the biggest projects I've taken on.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I come from a big house, having lived in Africa in huge houses, and you know, I lived in London in a very tiny house first, and then I was living in the Cotswolds in another tiny. It was okay. It was a Georgian house, and then I bought a small semi-detached, and I hated that. And then I got the new White Lion, and that was a big house. That really was big, and I loved that. I loved living there, but the weather really got me down. And also, after COVID hit, and you couldn't get any staff, and I was working too hard there. It was really too much for me, and I needed another adventure, and I had time over COVID to think about it. So yes, that is what it is about. The Bozo Plumber, as you say, KFX 216, that's ongoing, and we'll see what happens there, because either I win the case and he pays me, or we come to an agreement, or I have to pay everything. So those are the three options. At the moment, we're just waiting now, because the on that situation, the inspector or the expert that came, he has to draw up the whole program of when he came to meet with us here, and he came to check what he's done, and I had my lawyer here, and the plumber had his lawyer here, and then he will write an expert report to the judges, and then my solicitor and his solicitor will fight it out amongst themselves. And I think we should be over by September, end of September. I think some decision would have been made. There's a lot of questions.
Can I say something?
Yes, please.
About your Bozo Plumber.
Yeah.
Cheryl has this beautiful lounge, a grand salon.
Yes.
Exquisite ceiling mouldings, exquisite panelling, and the Bozo Plumber There's no other way. Bozo Plumber has put two huge, like that diameter, pipes through the ceiling and down the corner and under the floor. What an idiot, you know?
Yeah.
No one is being
Everybody
sued.
has agreed with
dear,
it.
Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah.
And unfortunately, I can't name him because it's not right. We can't do that at the moment in France. So,
Quite right.
but one day. Yes, he was supposed to have put it into the walls and then down into the cellar. But he did what he wanted to do. And there is a vlog on that, which I showed you. If you go back and have a look, a disaster at the Chateau, if you want to go and have a look over there. It was terrible. Right, the next question. What is the date your Chateau was built? It was very neglected when you moved in. This is from Tammy Atkinson, 3685. The Chateau was built in 1789. And yes, it was in a terrible state. But it was the bones of the property of the Chateau was structurally sound. There were no major cracks. There was no major damage to it, and the purlins in the roof, the woodwork of the roof is in sound condition.
Oh, huge timbers. Huge
They were
trees.
massive timbers in there, and it just needed repairing. The roof. There was no major work that needed to be done where all the tiles had to come off. Mostly the flashings had to be repaired. And that has all been done now. And we just got one leak. And the roofer will come back and repair it. And he is such a wonderful guy, Mr. Bryn. He did the work over here. So I hope that answers your question, Tammy Atkinson. Okay. Another one from DJ Roscarp DM921. What is on the second floor? Only the tower room. No, there's the tower room, and then there is a room in front of it, and then there's a huge room, massive room, which can be a sitting room or divided into another bedroom with its own ensuite. I can do that upstairs. And then there's another, as you come up the stairs to the second floor, there's another huge room. Maybe I'll turn it into a cinema room. I don't know what yet I'm going to do there. And then there's another huge room next to that, which I can do something with that as well. And then there are a storeroom and then two smaller single rooms. So I assumed in that time the servants lived up there, you know, that used to work at the Chateau. They had their rooms up there. So I will see I will do a vlog of the upstairs, but it's in a horrible state because the roofers had to remove all the plasterboard and the plastering off because that was all leaked through, because obviously through the lack of owners looking after the place, it destroyed a lot there. So one day I'll do a vlog on that and show you guys. Okay, the next question. How many questions have we got here? We got another one going, and then I think Jill and Michael have some questions. Okay, how have you gotten on with visa to stay in France? Just interested. I had no problem coming over because I had proof of income, and I can live off my money until I get my pension. There was no problem. As long as you can prove you can pay your way through here in every way possible, and yeah, you would get your visa if you tick all the boxes. So I had no problem with it at all. That is from Predator NZ 5493. I had to get that one right. Sorry about that if I got it wrong. Right, the last question on the list here. What is your ultimate goal for the Chateau? Will the Chateau be a B&B, party venue, wedding site? Do you have a finished timeline in your mind? Okay, let me answer the last one. Do I have a finished timeline in my mind? No, I don't. I am also starting to enjoy my life now for a change. I have worked since I was 14 years old. I have worked. I've never stopped working until I came to France. And now I'm working harder in the chateau.
Yeah.
But that's not work, that's fun work. So I don't have a timeline, but as I progress and I share it with you, we'll eventually get there together. And this is the reason why I'm sharing everything with you, so that also some friends and family from overseas can also enjoy everything, that they're not on the phone saying, what you're doing now, you know, all these questions. And my daughters can also have a look whenever they want to see what's going on. Hi, Anushka. Hi, Anastasia. Those are my two daughters' names. Yeah. This question was from Vicky Sasso, 543. I would like to have 3 or 4 bedrooms for B&B. It's just going to be bed and breakfast. I'm not making it into a party venue. I don't want to do weddings. I have done all that with the hotel. And I know it's a good idea, but whatever I do, I might have little functions here, and especially for the locals, if they want to use the sitting room or the dining room for any functions in the entrance hall, I'm quite happy to let people use that. But I would like it controlled, and people to come here and enjoy what I have created for the country, because the chateau belongs to the country. It doesn't belong to me. I live here, I own it on paper, but you want to share it for the people of the country. So yeah, that's my intentions. And I'm not a party girl, I'm a dinner girl. I like having dinner parties and small groups of people. I'm more comfortable that way, and just enjoying life a gentle way, as a gentle lady. Anyway, so those are all the questions. Jill, have you got a question?
Oh, not really. It's just that you're so, it's so wonderful to be here and to see how much you've done and how hard you've worked. I mean, I'm really proud of you.
Thank you. I really appreciate that coming from you.
And I can't think of anything else. Everybody else has asked the questions.
I think so too.
Do you think you're ever going to run out of money? I mean, there's a lot done and a lot to be done. Do you think you'll finish it all?
Oh yeah, I'm going to run out of money.
You are going to run out.
Yeah, I'm going to run out of money.
At least you're honest.
Yeah, I will
You're
run out
honest.
of money. I've got enough to finish the renovations, but then I've got to start the bed and breakfast. Yeah,
Yeah, and
I've got enough.
But this is an old house, and don't forget, it's never finished.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Because you
but
do.
this is why I'll do the B&B.
This is you finish one thing. This needs doing. That
Old
needs
houses
doing.
run away
Like
with
our
money.
house. Our house is 200 years old. There's always something to do.
Wrong with it. Yeah.
Always something to do. Yeah.
I know. But that's what I love about it. It's like life. You've always got something to do.
Yeah. And
I don't want to go and sit down. As Jill and Michael don't sit down. They're forever busy. And I have learned from them and from my father that you keep going. And every day is a gift from God. And every day you've got to appreciate the good and the bad of that day. And you take it with both hands and you run. That's my philosophy in life. Yeah. It doesn't faze me.
No, that's right.
And, there's nothing nicer waking up in a beautiful place you've created and a beautiful place to share with my friends. I find that so heartwarming to have that here. Because my friends mean, even you as my guests online, it means so much to keep you guys informed and happy, because you really care for what I do. I can read it in your comments, and the love that you share with me is just so heartwarming. And the community we've built up here, for me, is just exactly what I need. And it just makes life so wonderful.
Good.
You've got to keep going. Look at me, I'm an old git. I'm an OBE, not Order British Empire, but dare I say it?
Yes.
Over bloody 80. Yeah.
I'm very fit.
You keep going, and one thing I do think is very real is the only difference between a grave and a rut is the depth. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. So people keep going. Do not sit down and do nothing.
And Michael keeps...
Hey, if you sit down too long, you rust.
Oh, and if I sit down too long, I seize up, so I don't sit down for too
you
long.
rust.
Yeah, I don't wait for God. I'm too busy doing things. But he keeps Jill on the move all the time. And so do I. When I was living in Londonderry, I kept her on the move as well. So yes, we are very close friends. We adore each other. We are like family. And they're in my heart. I can say it outright to everybody. I don't care who thinks it differently.
And the thing is, I don't have to be too polite.
Not with me, no, no. But you love me.
You can just be a grumpy old man.
Just be a grumpy old man.
But I love you both so much. Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this Q&A. It was brilliant, the questions I've received. I really appreciate it. And please, if you liked it, give us a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, it'll be great if you subscribed. And ring that bell, because it reminds you that I'm back online. I'm trying every week to do it. I've been very good lately, keeping my vlogs to every week, but sometimes things will happen that I won't be able to do it on that week. But forgive me, because there are genuine reasons that I can't do that. But at the moment, I'm loving it with the weather that's so wonderful and so great. And next week, I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do, because I just want to enjoy with Michael and them until they leave. But I'll surprise you for next weekend, next week's vlog. So take care, giving you all my love, and have a wonderful time till next week. Bye for now.
Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.